Picture a seed in your hand, tidy, silent, ordinary, yet within it exists infinite futures. It could grow into a towering tree, a twisted bonsai, or it could wither and never break the soil. All of those outcomes are hidden inside that single seed. Waiting, this is not just a metaphor, it's the nature of reality itself. In quantum physics, the smallest building blocks of our universe, electrons, photons, the stuff with atoms, exist in superposition. That means they are not in one place, but in many. They don't choose a state until they are observed. Until then, they are pure possibility. Now imagine your own life like that. Right now, you carry infinite versions of yourself: the brave one, the cautious one, the creative one, the one who never takes the leap. All of them exist as potential. But the life you live, the one that becomes real, is the one you choose to bring into focus. This is the miracle of possibility. Every day you wake up inside a quantum field of choices. Which thought you nurture, which risk you take, which fear you'll overcome. These decisions collapse possibility into reality. Most people live as if their future is already decided, as if their path is narrow, fixed, inevitable. But the truth is wider, stranger, more beautiful. You are not locked into one version of yourself. You are a living wave of potential. And today we're going to explore this truth in 3 ways. 1. Every choice you make collapses possibilities into reality. 2. Your brain is designed to rewire itself, meaning you can always shift who you are. 3. Together, our shared choices create the culture we live in. If you've ever felt stuck, powerless, or trapped by your past, this journey is for you. Because once you understand the science of possibility, you'll see that the future is not written. It's waiting for you to write it. Number 1. Every choice collapses possibilities into reality. In quantum physics, when scientists shoot particles at a barrier with 2 slits, something bizarre happens. If no one observes, the particles behave like waves, spreading out, existing in many states at once. But when observed, they collapse into a single path. It's called the double-slit experiment. Observation decides outcome. Now think about your life. You wake up in the morning surrounded by infinite states. You could be kind or angry, productive or lazy, present or distracted. But the moment you choose, even with a small decision, reality collapses. You become the version of yourself aligned with that choice. A woman I know always dreamed of writing, but every day she told herself, I'm not disciplined, I'm not ready. She lived in superposition. Her writer self existed as potential, but never chosen. Then one day she set a tiny rule: write for 10 minutes every morning, no matter what. That choice collapsed possibility. She became a writer not because she published a bestseller, but because she acted. Possibility is not enough. Without choice, possibility is a ghost. You can imagine 10 futures, but the one you step into is the one you decide for. Each morning, ask yourself, which possibility will I collapse today? Write down one identity you want to step into. Even a small action, introducing yourself differently, taking one risk, starting one habit, reshapes reality. Remember, life is not about waiting for the right version of yourself to appear. It's about choosing again and again who you will become. Number 2, your brain rewires itself, meaning you can always shift who you are. Your neurons change with focus and repetition. This is called neuroplasticity. It means your brain is not a fixed machine, but a living network that reshapes itself according to what you practice. Imagine your mind as a forest. Every thought you think is like walking a path. The more you repeat it, the clearer and easier that path becomes. Neglect it, and the path fades, but we're grown by weeds. London taxi drivers who must memorize thousands of city streets were found to have physically larger memory regions in their brains. Focus literally reshaped their minds. Now think of your own thought patterns. Do you strengthen paths of fear, complaining, regret, or do you walk paths of courage, gratitude, vision? Your repeated focus makes those pathways easier to follow tomorrow. Who you are is not a fixed identity. It is the sum of the neural paths you've practiced. Which means at any age you can begin practicing a new self. Tonight, before bed, write down one thought you want to strengthen tomorrow. Maybe it's I am capable or I choose calm. Revisit it daily. Over weeks, your brain will etch that identity into reality. Remember, you are not just collapsing external possibilities. You are reshaping the very instrument, your brain, that perceives them. Number 3. Together, our shared choices create the culture we live in. Sociologists study collective attention. What groups focus on grows in power. A viral video, a shared cause, a trending fear. The spotlight of society shapes the story we live inside. This means your choices don't only affect you, they ripple outward. Each time you click, share, speak, or act, you are casting a vote for the world we co-create. In 1969, humanity turned its collective gaze to the moon. For a brief moment, billions shared one focus, possibility. That attention fueled decades of innovation, inspiration, and unity. Contrast that with times when collective focus narrows on fear or division. Society bends in darker ways. You are not powerless. Even your small choices, what stories you amplify, what values you embody, add to the direction of culture. Possibility isn't just personal, it's communal. Be intentional with your attention. Ask yourself, what world am I voting for with my focus? Support voices of compassion. Share stories of courage. Elevate what you want to grow. Remember, every possibility exists for society too. The future we live in will be the one we collectively choose to collapse. Let's zoom out. We've seen how quantum superposition mirrors your own life. 1. Every choice collapses possibilities into reality. Your brain rewires with focus, making change always possible. 3. Together, our shared focus shapes the culture we live in. The truth is breathtaking. Possibility is everywhere. You are not a prisoner of fate, but a co-creator of reality. Your choices matter. Your focus sculpts. Your attention paints. Possibility is not something you wait for. It's something you live into. Each moment you are standing in a field of infinite futures, and the future that blooms is the one you water with choice, action, and belief. So don't shrink into the illusion of inevitability. Don't surrender to the thought that this is just who I am or this is just the way the world is. Both you and the world are quantum, alive, open, becoming. When you zoom out and see yourself as possibility, calm arises, because you realize nothing is final, everything is potential. And that is the ultimate freedom. So I leave you with this. If your life truly exists in quantum superposition, if every version of you is waiting, then which possibility will you choose to collapse today? Will you step into the path of fear or the path of courage? Will you replay the story of limitation, or will you write a new story of expansion? Will you magnify the noise of anger or the quiet power of compassion? The future is not fixed. It is waiting for you. And the lens, the pen, the choice is in your hands. So I ask you once more, which possibility will you choose to make real today?